It's an epidemic. It's crazy. The facts are unbelievable. I still try to get my head around 27 million. It's like, how many is that? I can't visualize 27 million. 27 million is the population of Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, South Carolina, and Mississippi combined. That's 27 million. It's unthinkable to think that these people are trapped against their will, enslaved. 27 million is this Verizon amphitheater that we're in tonight. If you would fill it up, empty it tonight, fill it up again tomorrow, empty it, fill it up, and do that every single day for 365 years, and then do that for 6 straight years, it's 27 million people. So from my vantage point, that just is overwhelming. I'm like, oh my goodness, how do I wrap my head around that? Well, Passion has been leaning into the fight for freedom for the last year and a half, and I've had the privilege of getting to travel all over the world and getting to see and meet people who are survivors. So when I think of the number 27 million, I don't think of numbers, I think of names. I don't think of statistics, I think of faces. Like Rachel, a 12-year-old girl from the Philippines who was sold to a brothel for $73. I think about Melissa, a girl from Roswell High School who I met, who not too long ago found herself trapped in a townhome off of 400, being bought and sold every night for 18 months.
Oh my God.
I think of Raman, who's this amazing guy in Chennai, India. For 4 generations, his grandfather took out a $300 loan, and his dad and him and his kids were raised in a rice mill in India. And then I think about a girl that I met not too long ago named Julie from Alpharetta, Georgia. I was having lunch with her and some of her friends and some of my friends just a few months ago. She's from Alpharetta, Georgia. She went to the mall one night and she met a guy who really acted like he liked her. And the next thing you know, she finds herself in Atlanta in some of the most horrific situations that you could think of. And then for 6 months, she was in a brothel on an island in the Caribbean. This is real, people. Slavery is real. It's not a cute hat. It's not a cute shirt. It's not just a great logo. This is real. And this is what we're raising our voice for. This is why we wear the X, on behalf of them, in solidarity for the 27 million. And so people ask me all the time, so what's that do? How does that help? You know what, we Louie and Shelley and some of our team gathered some of the leading abolitionists, the modern day kings and queens of actually doing the work, prevention, rescue, and restoration. Amazing organizations like International Justice Mission and Not for Sale and Love 146, Polaris Project, who runs the 1-800 number here in the United States. And we got together here in Atlanta and we said, how can we help you? Gary Haugen, the founder of IJM, has been doing this for 15 years. And he said, we need more freedom fighters. We need more people on our team that are raising their voices for the 27 million. And we were like, well, what else can we do? We want to knock some doors down. And he said, honestly, we need more people to know that this exists. And we said, we're with you. And so at Passion 2013, we raised money, we raised our voice, and we launched the End It movement. Because Gary Haugen said, awareness is doing the work. And we said, we want to do the work of justice. We want to do the work of justice. And that's how the End It movement launched. And on February 1st, and for the last couple months, we've been raising our voice and we've been telling the story of freedom. And from San Clemente, California to Spokane, Washington, all across the United States, there have been hundreds of thousands of people doing the work of raising their voice and raising awareness. And Emily is going to tell you how you can be a part of it and how you will be a part of it.
Yeah, what I want to know, Verizon Amphitheater, is are you guys going to join us and be in it to end it?
Woo!
Question. I hoped you'd say that. William Wilberforce, who led the way in fighting slavery in the 1800s in England and who penned the song Amazing Grace, said this. He said, you can choose to look away, but you can never again say that you did not know. And that's true of us tonight. We all know now that slavery exists, that 27 million men, women, and children are trapped in slavery. And tonight, we're not going to take up an offering. We honestly don't need your money. What we need is your voices. And that's what we're going to ask from you, is if you'll give your voice to stand up for freedom. On April 9th, we're claiming that day as Shine a Light on Slavery Day. April 9th. And there's a few practical ways that you can join in and give your voice. If you're a mom like me, and I've got 3 kids and sit in carpool lines, or maybe you're a dad at an office or a high school or college student, we need all your voices if we're going to shine a light on slavery. And there's a few practical ways you can do that. When you leave tonight, you're going to get a card like this, and it's going to explain a few things to do. It's got the website on it. But just real quick, the first thing that you can do on April 9th when you wake up is find a red Sharpie and put an X on your hand. We want this X to be everywhere in Atlanta on April 9th. We want people, no matter where they look, they keep seeing this red X. So the first thing you do is put a red X on your hand. The second thing you can do is wear a t-shirt or a hat. You can make your own, or you can buy one tonight. We're selling them cheap, 10 bucks for a shirt, 15 bucks for a hat, and wear it on April 9th. And then get creative, social media, make it your profile pic. Paint your car, put the posters up in your office. It's up to you, but we just want that X to be everywhere because of this. When people see that X, they're gonna ask, what is that all about? Why do you have a red X on your hand? And that opens the door for you to share the fact that slavery exists, and that's you awakening and making somebody else aware to the reality that it does still exist. The truth is, I can't end slavery on my own, and I can't tell the whole world that slavery still exists, but I can tell my whole world, and you can tell your whole world that slavery still exists. So let me ask that again. Verizon, are you guys in it to end it? Are you I think they might be.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bryce and Emily. Like Emily mentioned, we have the flat bills. Anybody, we got some people rocking some flat bills right down front. But normally you have to order them online. That's the only place you can get them. We've made it really easy for you, and we've made them a lot cheaper, and all the proceeds go straight to the End It movement. We'd love for you to get your hands on a hat or a shirt so you can have something to wear on April 9th. Also at the resource tables, both on